June 18th, 2020. Wirecard, a German payments company, DAX-listed, €26 billion market cap at its peak, announced that €1.9 billion supposedly held in escrow accounts at 2 banks in the Philippines could not be located. The banks said they had no record of the money. The money had never existed. 4 days later, Wirecard filed for insolvency. Wirecard had been one of Germany's great Fintech success stories. Founded in 1999, it grew into a global payments processor, handling transactions for merchants, running digital banking services, partnering with companies around the world. By 2018, it had joined the DAX, Germany's most prestigious stock market index. It replaced Commerzbank. Serious institutions held it. Analysts loved it. The account showed extraordinary growth, revenue growing at 30, 40, 50% per year, EBITDA margins of 25%. In the payments industry, consistently. This is red flag 5 from our free guide. Link in the description. Revenue growing significantly faster than comparable companies without a clear structural reason is a warning. In Wirecard's case, most of that growth came from a division called third-party acquiring. Payments processed on behalf of merchants in Asia and the Middle East through local partner companies. Revenue booked. Cash supposedly held in trust. The cash couldn't be independently verified. Nobody seemed to mind. Somebody did mind. In 2015, Financial Times journalist Dan McCrum began investigating Wirecard. What he found didn't add up. In 2016, a short seller research firm called Zatara published a report alleging fraud. The share price dropped briefly. Then something remarkable happened. Germany's financial regulator, BaFin, opened an investigation. Not into Wirecard, into the journalists and short sellers. BaFin banned short selling in Wirecard stock in 2019. It referred McCrum to prosecutors for potential market manipulation. The company denied everything. The share price recovered. Mainstream analysts maintained buy ratings. The message was clear. The people raising questions were the problem. In 2019, Wirecard commissioned a special audit by KPMG. KPMG spent months trying to verify the revenues from the third-party acquiring business. They couldn't. KPMG published their report in April 2020. They could not confirm that the revenues were real. The share price fell. Wirecard insisted KPMG had simply been unable to obtain the documents. There was an explanation for everything. There wasn't. On the 18th of June 2020, EY, which had audited Wirecard for 11 years, refused to sign off the annual accounts. The €1.9 billion was gone. A week later, so was the company. CEO Markus Braun was arrested, released on bail, later re-arrested. COO Marsalek, believed to be the architect of the fraud, fled. He is thought to be in Russia, under the protection of Russian intelligence. He has not been found. The German parliament launched an inquiry into BaFin, the regulator that had targeted the journalists, revenue growing faster than any comparable company. Red flag 5. Cash reported, but never verifiable. Red flag 1. Profit without cash, taken to its extreme. Acquisitions in Asia that served no clear purpose and whose revenues couldn't be traced. Red flag 6. And auditors who signed off for 11 years. EY were later fined. Wirecard's collapse prompted a full reform of German financial regulation. The €1.9 billion was never found, because it was never there. Anyway,